So it looks like the situation of things over at the Wade house is getting out of hand, because Dwayne's first wife, Siohvaughn Funches, is ripping Gabrielle and Dwayne a new one. And even to this day, she blames Gabrielle of destroying her son. Now, as y'all know, Gabrielle and Dwayne's marriage is reported to be on the rocks. And while Siohvaughn doesn't care about the marriage, she cares about her kids that she shares with Dwayne. And with their marriage allegedly ending, the focus is back on how Gabrielle allegedly supported Zaya to change her gender a bit too strongly, and how Siohvaughn actually blames Gabrielle for it. However, according to Dwayne, Zaya has always known that she was supposed to be a girl, and she came out to them when she was ready.
Zaya, early on, she was the one who sat down with us as a family and said, hey, I don't think I'm gay, right? I identify myself as a young lady, but she's known that for 9 years.
She's known since she was 3.
She's known since she was 3 years old.
Well, according to Siohvaughn, this is all one big propaganda by Dwayne and Gabrielle to hide what is really going on, and that's the fact that Gabrielle and Dwayne are forcing this whole thing on Zaya, and that they are doing it for clout and public attention. And then there are those theories that Dwayne is trying to live out his fantasies through Zaya. I'm sure y'all have heard the DL allegations that have been made against Dwayne in the past couple of weeks. I mean, he has even admitted himself that he used to dress up as a girl.
At 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of just, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
And y'all want to know the messed up part about this? Siohvaughn revealed that Gabrielle and Dwayne kept her away from Zaya when all of this was going on. She claimed that Gabrielle loves to act like she's Zaya's birth mom, to the point where Gabrielle banned Dwayne from having a co-parenting relationship with Siohvaughn and prevented her from even seeing Zaya. So it turns out that while Zaya was going through the entire process of coming out to her friends and family, she was isolated from her real mom. Now, I don't know if y'all remember how big of a mess things got last year or earlier this year when Dwayne announced that he was already filing paperwork to make sure that Zaya's name and gender were officially changed on her legal documents. Siohvaughn strongly opposed this, and Gabrielle and Dwayne made it seem like she was transphobic and hated the fact that Zaya was becoming a girl. Dwayne even dropped a long note on Instagram where he accused Siohvaughn of being a bad mom, saying, "Since this must be the new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a shame. I received a social media post about me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not and to do something against her will. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children. No one in our house would ever force Zaya or any of our children to do anything against their will, much less force an identity on them. This isn't a game for my family and definitely not for Zaya. I will not sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family." Well, the thing is, Siohvaughn wasn't even against Zaya becoming trans in the first place. The thing is that she just wanted Zaya to wait until she was old enough to make these decisions without being influenced by anyone. Siohvaughn had no problems with Zaya's sexuality or gender identity, but she just wanted her to wait until she was 18 to make things legal, and didn't see the need for Dwayne and Gabrielle to make things legal just yet, because Zaya could do that when she was older. I mean, it's not like she was legally allowed to sign for things without her parents' consent anyways, so there was no need for it. But that's not all, because another major reason that Siohvaughn fought this is that she hated the way Gabrielle was handling it, because she knew that it was all about publicity for Gabrielle. Transitioning can be really hard, and it's even worse if you have to do it publicly in front of the whole world. Siohvaughn knew this, and this is why she wanted Zaya to do it privately. But according to Siohvaughn, Gabrielle and Dwayne didn't want this because they wanted to milk Zaya as much as they could. And let's be real, ever since they made things official, Zaya has been subjected to crazy amount of online hate, and mind you, she is just 15. Siohvaughn said they are positioned to profit from the minor child's name and gender change with various companies through contacts and marketing opportunities, including but not limited to deals with Disney. I have concerns that they may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies. She continued, "They told me that they intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements and contracts associated therewith. Zion, who was present at the time, answered that various companies were interested and that Disney was a prospective company. But that's still not all, because several celebs have also spoken about this same thing, like when rapper Boosie called Dwayne out for using Zaya for clout.
I gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet.
He then accused Dwayne of trying to cut off Zaya's you-know-what and begged him not to do so because she was still very young and she could grow up to fall in love with a girl.
He might meet a woman, anything, at 16 and fall in love with her. But his be gone. How you gonna... Like, bro, you going too far, dog. Don't cut his off, bro. Like, bro, for real. If he gonna be gay, let him be gay. But don't cut his off, bro.
Well, Gabrielle clapped back at him and told him to keep his mouth shut.
He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very
It's
much so.
almost like thou doth protest too much, little booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of on your mind.
Now, Gabrielle has been getting a lot of praise for being a strong support system for Zaya, and people have been talking about how she's the perfect stepmother, how Zaya is lucky to have her, and all that. Gabrielle even leaned into this, and she went on and on about how she and Zaya have a strong connection, saying, "I'm lucky to have Zaya as my bonus daughter. I did not birth her, but I've never felt more connected to anyone. And I've never felt more of a purpose as one of the adults in her village that is standing 10 toes down. Sometimes behind her, sometimes beside her, and sometimes in front of her leading." Yeah, this is all cute and all, but did y'all notice that Gabrielle has stopped posting about Zaya for a while now? Like I said at the beginning, her marriage to Dwayne has hit the rocks. They are separated, and unfortunately, it looks like Zaya is the collateral damage here because Gabrielle has stopped paying attention to her and is acting like she doesn't exist. Well, with all of this, people are definitely not supporting Gabrielle for first supporting Zaya and then completely dropping her. One user wrote, "They're both evil. What they did to that little boy was without the consent of his mother, was evil and disrespectful. I never saw love in their relationship, only clownery, foolishness, and fake love for the public. I never liked Gabrielle. She's an admitted and known bully. She hadn't changed. Her spirit still unsettles me. After she's ruined that boy's life and treated his first wife terribly, keeping the children from her, now they're having problems. And what annoys me most is now Gabrielle is only showing pictures of herself and her daughter, Kavia. This was the same person who apparently was okay with Dwayne's son changing gender and denying the birth mom any input in the situation. But these courts seem to always rule on the side of the rich. It is so funny. Gabrielle's daughter, Kavia, only wears pink and other girly girls clothing. This is some serious messed up stuff. But I want to hear how y'all feel about this. How do you guys feel about Gabrielle allegedly forcing Zaya to change and then check out of the picture? Drop your thoughts in the comments and then check out this next video.